Hello everybody and welcome to some Tavern Brawl. This is too many portals, which basically means every class gets some of their spells, as well as a bunch of unstable portals to summon random minions at 3 less cost. It leads to a bunch of random, just interesting combinations, and sometimes just games that are completely lost and some that you just dominate in, so we will see how we can do. I believe we will start this out on a Druid just because it is probably my most experienced class, and we will see how we can do here. Find an opponent. So far, this has been a very enjoyable Tavern Brawl, which leads to a bunch of interesting plays. Almost got easy pickings, but instead we will play against a mage. Love to go last year. We do not, just because that gives you a chance to coin out a portal on turn 1 instead of having to wait for a portal for turn 2. But all the same, we will still be able to get a pretty good chance here. And we will see what the mage chooses. Not that much to choose from here. It's just between a few spells and unstable portals. We will not have anything to play because the 4 unstable portals that we have cost 2 mana each, so we'll have to wait until turn 2 to do anything. They, however, will coin out likely an unstable portal, and yes, it is, so we'll do that. See if they do not get anything they can play on that turn for 0 mana. We get a 3, which is not much use when we don't have a secret, but a 2/4 is alright to have on a board, just for the fact that it gives us something when they don't have anything to potentially trade with whatever they can bring out, or else just do 2 damage to them like we probably end up with. Get a swipe there, which will be interesting. Here is another thing. I believe we'll give it charge just to hit with. We probably, since there's nothing on the board, stealth and +1/+1 would have been a better play now that I think of it. But it's already done, can't really change it, and they will get a totem golem. Probably trade both into just to get off the board. They're overloaded for 1 next turn. We get a Trog, which yes, we will trade just to get the board clear for that Trog. Gains +1/+1 whenever the opponent uses a spell, which is most of their hand. Get a taunt in front of it. We could have done 1 damage with the charge taunt, but it's not really very consequential. Elite Tauren Chieftain is very good for them. Probably swipe it and trade something into it. Rogues do it, 4 damage and draw a card. We could and will do that instead. These rogues do it in that to get the board moving. And continue hitting, keep that Trog on the board to where it can get buffed up to do a lot more damage. Trogzor is a very nice card to get out of this too. From the unstable portals, you can get him out early and just absorb a ton of spells and get a bunch of Trogs that all get buffed up here. We get Armor Smith, alright. Another portal, buff him up again. And a 4/3. We can get that off the board pretty easily. We'll get another unstable portal. Summons us a Mechatork, which we will use. Which is a 4/0 at the end of your turn. Give a random minion +1/+1. We'll take that. And get him off the board. Brings the Trog down to 1 health, which I don't like, but all the same, don't want him getting too powerful. That buffs Mechatork up to 7/7. He could ping down the Trog now, which I didn't think about, but oh well. If he does, that's 2 mana. He doesn't get to cast an unstable portal and put a minion out. Now a 5/1, 6/1. Let's see, just get buffed up more. And 7/1, so it will stay alive. We have 15 damage on the board this turn. So every turn or every my turn. The end of your turn. Alright. Okay, so he puts up a taunt wall, so we can't get through it. Big Game Hunter's gonna kill Mechatork, which is a shame. So we do have a swipe though. We'll kill him. Give him a bunch of armor though. Unstable portal, and we get a Keeper of the Grove, deal 2 damage or silence a minion.
I must safeguard the land.
Deal 2 damage to that one. Actually, we can't use our hero power, so we should have probably just hit him, but oh well. Get rid of that armor we just gave him. We have a 3-5, a 1-3 with taunt, and a 7-1, so he probably will kill the Trog this turn. Which is a shame because I love seeing it get buffed up. A mirror image, so he has another taunt on the board. Ping the Trog killer. We'll just do some pretty good trades here. Probably kill the Emboldener 3000 and the Keeper of the Grove. Oh no, I'll leave the Keeper of the Grove alive. Alright. Tree of Life is interesting. Use an unstable portal. Get a 3-man Lord of the Arena. Hopefully that is not a mirror entity, and it is. It's not very good for us. And we get a, after you cast a spell, deal 2 damage randomly split among all enemies. That is a good card for this mode. We could have killed one of his mirror images and I just forgot and skipped over it, which is not very good. Use him and we could probably do 6 damage to his board, so hopefully if we get lucky there, that could pretty much clear off a large chunk of his board. Arcane Missile, not very good for us. Hit that guy twice, bring him down to 3. He will ping that killer with the almost dead hunter. Blood Knight and a 6-5 taunt, a couple of 0-2s and a couple of 2-2s. And a shield mask down the board. Alright. So that does play that. Unstable portal, unstable portal. Charge, another unstable portal. And we do a bit of damage to him. Murmuron's head at the start of your turn. If you have at least 3 mechs, generate a Form Voltron. We are probably not going to use that. Murloc out, 4-4 out. Bring him down to 1 so we can use our hero power on him. Next turn. Restores all characters to full health. That's a nice backup for us. Probably kill this guy after we did about 6 damage to his board and killed a bunch of his stuff with it. Actually, it might not be in his best interest to do that now that I think about it. We only have 1 card left, and he would have to attack it with his Lord of the Arena, or is that Lord of the Arena? Yes. Unstable portal, too bad that wasn't everybody's spells, and Dragon Egg. Not the best with that guy. There's a portal, so he is actually almost out of cards now with that Shadow Boxer. He is out of cards. He'll attack us for face. Alright, we can regen back up to full health after trading some of his minions. Does ping that, so it's a bit of a pain. So let's see, we could hit that. Now we can't just use the wrong card, so there's a Deathwing for next turn now. Do we want to take 6 damage? 10. That would put us almost at death, so we pretty much have to trade. Attack him. Well, if he plays all his cards, and we can Deathwing, and then we could Tree of Life and then Deathwing on the next turn. Deathwing with him having an empty hand is very nice for him.
Who am I? None of your business.
Random secret from your deck into the battlefield. He doesn't have any secrets, luckily. So we are going to Tree of Life here. Get back up to 30. Actually, we just shadow boxed ourselves down a lot because of the healing damage. Ping us. what else did he have? His hand unstable portal. Okay, that. Alright, now we have a chance to use the Deathwing, clear out his board. Gonna use the unstable portal first, just because there's no reason not to, just in case we get something to give us some buff. And we get Argent Crusader. I'll just play Deathwing here. Clear out the board, give us a 12-12 while he has an empty hand. And see if he has any counter to it. Unstable portal. If he gets a Deathwing out of it, that'll be funny. Novice Engineer, that is not a Deathwing. Hopefully he didn't just draw a Polymorph. Nope. Alright. We've got a 1-1 on the board and a 4-4. Alright. We got a 12-12 against a 4-4 here. Probably it's gonna hit face. He does ping us. It's gonna probably be a race to lethal the way he's hitting us. And we get a Stormwind Champion, so we probably should have done that before from the Deathwing, but he gives us lethal next turn unless he gets something to take care of it. And Deathwing basically completely swings this match to our favor. So long as he doesn't get anything that can neutralize Deathwing. Like a big game hunter. That is not a big game hunter. Alright. Very well then. So we end up getting the win with Deathwing. 15, and there we go. This is our first Druid victory in the Tavern Brawl. Just 10 gold, and we will go in for another game here. Malpiron. See if we can get again. That was a very exciting win. I'm glad to finally be able to use Deathwing in one of these. I've gotten him a few times, but it's always right before we have lethal. That was a good way to just turn the match completely. And now we'll just have to see what we can come up against next. Almost got a Wombat Warlock, which would have been very interesting, but here we go against Valera the Rogue Mukit. Alright, a bunch of unstable portals, and we go first again. And first the last 5 times I've played in this Tavern Brawl, I believe, which is very interesting. And we have 3 portals, just keeping all of those and seeing where we can go from here. Another unstable portal, pass the turn to him. Be good for the next turn. And what do you got, buddy? He's got a coin into unstable portal. Yep, alright. Anything you can play, and it is a Tiny Knight of Evil, which isn't the best here because not a warlock, you don't have a bunch of discard cards. That's one of the most useful discards we have in here. A Grim Patron is very nice though. Unfortunately, there's not much in this game that you can do that will attack to a minion, so we could hit him with our own attack and multiply him. There's nothing really that will multiply him without killing him, or will hit him without killing him in this mode. I'd love to get that out of the way. So it's going to be a bit tough. And we'll just unstable portal again. Get a 1 mana 5/2 with charge to kill that Tiny Knight of Evil. And it stays alive with 2/2. Now, if he doesn't play anything next turn, the Grim Patron has a nice board to come out onto because that cannot kill him. If we can stay alive, we can multiply him and kill that off with a 3/3. Another unstable portal here. Is going to get nothing he can play, it looks like. So we will play an unstable portal. Get a Murloc Knight. I think we'll play Grim Patron here. Hit him in the face, and then next turn kill that off with the Grim Patron, unless he gets something that he can give charge. And kill the Grim Patron with. That has 3 attack or less, so we'd have to get something with 3 attack in order to kill it without multiplying it. Let's see what he got. Probably something more expensive by the way he's looking at it. Tundurano, okay. All the beasts have charge. He probably doesn't have too many beasts. He will kill that. And we will be able to multiply the Grim Patron at least once. Bite, give you hero 4. That would make that worthwhile, actually. Hit him. Play this. Actually, I don't think we're gonna do an unstable portal. Do that. Summon a random Murloc. Do that. Summon another Grim Patron, then hit him. That way we have 3 Grim Patrons, a pair of Murlocs on the board. Kind of sad we didn't use that with Bite, but I think getting a 3/3 is better than doing 4 damage extra. And before he plays a really nice minion with 4 health on it. Right now we can get even more Grim Patrons, a couple more dark, or unstable, not dark portals. We have control of the board, unless he plays a heavy taunt here. Ascension Shieldmaster is probably the only thing he could play, maybe a Lord of the Arena. It's a Burgle, add 2 random Druid cards to his deck. Okay. Hopefully nothing that he can use really well. Trade that in with the Murloc, make it a not really a tough trade because we can use our hero power to get rid of it. Unstable portal, get a Booty Bay Bodyguard, hero power, hit that, get a Murloc, which is a Murloc Raider. Killing fish 3 times. Going down to 15, we have a full board, we have a Taunt Wall. Nice spell. We might actually be able to do lethal next turn if he does not have anything to play. We have about 6, 7, 8, 14, 19, 23 damage worth. So yeah, looks very good for us right now.
So many options.
Got a really good start with the Grim Patron and the Murloc Knight, and just were able to pump out a bunch of minions. Listen to the Zebra Hide. Well, we'll have to see what he can summon. If he can summon an Agent or a Lord of the Arena or something, then we might not be able to kill him. He's fishing for something. Question is if we'll get anything though.
Too soon.
For 2 mana, I don't think there's anything that could really stop us. 2 things in, whenever you gain armor, you just 1 attack. Alright, so we do win it. Well played, and we get a couple of victories here, and that is very nice. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time for some more Tavern Brawl.